record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the...
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we have Chase Elliott in the number 7 HendrickCars.com truck. This is for the Bristol Dirt Race. This is the race version. However, on the box it doesn't say Bristol Dirt. It just says HendrickCars.com raced version. So I'm not too sure. There's chickens outside. I'm not too sure like if they just ran out of room, because I mean it looks like it takes up the entire front end of the label. So I mean, yeah, I guess they just ran out of room. But this is from Bristol Dirt, and we actually just got a race win offered from Larson for North Wilkesboro. So that's pretty cool. Looks like we got a high chance of making that into the Gold Series as a release. That would be pretty awesome, along with the Cup Series win, of course, because he did win back-to-back. That was really cool to see, even though he kind of dominated both of them. It was a little boring throughout the race, but it's still cool to see, you know, stuff like that kind of get offered, because this is the first race, and God knows how long was it? It was a long time at North Wilkesboro, like for like a Cup Series race, or just kind of like any main NASCAR event in general. So that's cool, but however, just like back in 2021, I'm kind of getting tired of this paint scheme. I'm not going to lie. We had the Byron ran it, Bowman ran it, Elliott ran it, Larson ran it this year. And we've seen it from 2021, 2022, and 2023 on Larson's car. And there was some other number that ran this paint scheme in the Truck Series. I don't remember which one. We saw it last year on... Oh, what was the number? Because Larson ran it in a different number too, and I don't remember which one it was. But we've had multiple variants and multiple, you know, numbers and different stuff like that for this specific paint scheme. So yeah, I'm kind of tired of it. Now in diecast form, I'm not tired of it yet, because we've only got, what, it was the Elliott car, the Elliott Standard, or the Elliott race version, the Elliott Standard, and then like the Hendrick Cars paint schemes. Oh, he had it in the 88 too, but that wasn't the other one. There was the 88 and there was something else. I don't really remember. But to say the least, there are plenty of numbers to pick from if you want this paint scheme. Of course, it kind of varies on the series, but yeah, just another one we're probably going to get is a North Wilkesboro truck, which, again, I'm not going to complain about, because North Wilkesboro, that is awesome that we get a race win from it. That's if it's made, because it was offered, but if it's made or not, that's up to the people, you know, pre-ordering. But either way, on to the actual truck. Again, it's the same song and dance with a slightly different tune. It's just a race version from the dirt race. But we've seen this paint scheme several times. We've seen it on a truck before, seen it on a car before, seen it on an Xfinity car before. I wasn't surprised if we saw it on some late model in the recent years, but either way. Yeah, so it is a pretty cool truck nonetheless. It is a Bristol Dirt Race version, even though the label doesn't really claim it as that, but that is what it is. So, let's get this diecast out of the box and take a look at some of the raceware that came from Bristol Dirt. Here's the diecast out of the box with a quick 360. It actually looks pretty darn clean. I don't see a whole lot of damage. There's not a lot of dirt built up, but it's a little dirty on the front end. But I mean, dude, other than that, it's pretty clear, pretty clean and simple, honestly. So this looks like it's going to be pretty much a standard diecast review of something we've already seen, but with a slight tweak of detail. So it's going to be interesting, I guess. Sorry, my cat did something. I don't know where she is, but I heard it for sure. Anyway. Here is the diecast, of course. Now onto the hood. Got HendrickCars.com, of course. Why wouldn't we? Ooh, why is that so off? You see that? Like, one goes up to the hood and one's like all the way down here. Is that supposed to be like that? I don't think so. One's very off, and I don't know which one it is. So straight out the gate, we got a pretty big oopsie. Don't really know what's going on there, but that's something. Anyway, HendrickCars.com. A little bit of raceware, not a whole lot. You can see some of the dirt specks and grime. You can see some of the tape on the little hinges, or the little pins for the hood. Then you got Camping World right there on the name banner. Got the number 7 with a little bit, I think you can barely see some build up right there on like the beginning of the roof. Very, very little, and it's hard to see, but I think it's there. Got some on the 7 there as well. Just a white 7 with a red outline with another white outline. It's kind of weird. Elliott right there on the rear name banner. Got these little holes and, you know, circles and crevices and creaks and cracks and whatever you want to call it and the rivets and all that good stuff for just some detail, because some of those are like where you make the adjustments and whatnot. Some of them are just like rivets and stuff. That way, you know, the quarter or the panels are all put together. There's that big black line across the Napa, though. I think it's just where that back end kind of comes up, because it does lift up. Napa there, got some more pop rivets. Got the the spoiler back here. Right here on the back end, we do have the little brackets that hold up the rear spoiler, so that looks pretty nice. It's kind of hard to tell because it's on a black spoiler, but it is there. EngineCars.com with a Chevy bow tie down there in a black box. Spire, got the number 7. Then over here on this side, EngineCars.com got the Napa. A little bit of race wear. There's not a whole lot, but there's a little bit of damage on there on the quarter panel. And then you can see some of the race wear around the wheel well. Got some more race wear down the side. Let's see here. We got mechanics wear. Can't tell what that is. And Circle B diecast down there. Got the number 7. Chase Elliott with 1 winner sticker. I think it came from Byron. Let's see. Chevrolet. Can't tell what that is. FOE. Wix. RE. I can't tell what that one is. Or the one below it. But there's 2 more there. So, Camping World. Comedic. Or Comedic, however you want to say that. Holly. Phi Tilton. Cooks, maybe. NASCAR race truck, not race car. Whatever that one is, an SKF. Got the Goodyear logo there. And some Goodyear tires. Got a little bit of race wear on the front end. We'll kind of take a look at that here in a second. If I can kind of regather myself real quick. There we go. There is some, actually a good amount of dirt and debris on the front end. And then, of course, the little triangle things here. Little designs a little off. But there is a lot of race wear on the front end. Just dirt buildup, I guess. Pop rivets down the skirt looks pretty good. Which looks pretty good. A little bit of race wear and a whole lot. You can see you got some more around the wheel well. Looks like you got in contact with somebody. And I got some more just built up along the side there. Some fuel spillage down there as well. A little bit of piece of something chilling right there. And you got a little bit of damage on the quarter panel, which, I mean, it's short track racing, it's dirt racing. So, I mean, yeah, there's going to be some sliding and banging around and knocking on some doors. But, yeah, so pretty cool little diecast here. Again, we've seen this several times before. In terms of paint scheme and driver, you know, all that fun stuff. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it for the truck. I mean, that's nothing really special. Just something to add to the collection. If you're an Elliott fan, I know you guys are going to be all over this one. So that should be fun to have in the collection, even though, again, it's just something very different, not really anything crazy. I wish there was some more build up on it. I wish there was some more damage, stuff like that. But, I mean, Elliott's a clean racer, for the most part. I mean, he hasn't really had any instances recently where he's, like, been the cause. But, I mean, he's clean. He don't really race anybody, you know, dirty or anything. So, of course, he's going to have a clean vehicle at the end of the race, as long as he don't get wrecked by somebody, obviously. But, yeah, I mean, so, pretty cool little truck here. You know, very nice thing to have, even though it is almost a copy-paste. It is a small variant, and I like having each different ones that tell the difference between them. And I don't know, I think it's kind of cool to have stuff like that. Like this compared to the standard release or the clean version. It's cool having both. I mean, I think it really is. Of course, I'm still going to make the Bowman one and probably the William Byron one if, you know, they don't make it, which I think they canceled it. Okay, what I was saying, I got cut off because somebody tried to call me. I might have to what in the world am I saying? I might have to start putting these videos in airplane mode sometimes because a friend called me, coworker called me for whatever reason. I don't really care right now. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't think they're making the Byron. I think it got canceled, so I'm going to have to probably take that into my own hands and see what we can do there. But yeah, anyway, lost track of what I was saying completely because it caught me off guard. I went back and watched where I left off, so I was just kind of talking about, you know, you guys know. Anyway, yeah, cool car, or truck, I'm sorry, whatever. Yeah, so it's something to have to the collection. I don't think this is going to be rare. I think it's going to be overproduced, actually, because, again, you got the Elliott truck and then the Elliott race version truck. So there's plenty variants of this to go around. Even if you can't find the dirt one, you can make your own with the standard one, because I don't think that one's rare yet. I don't think it will be rare for quite some time. So you've got plenty of time to get whatever you need in terms of these cars, so, or these trucks or whatever. Speaking of, I've actually got a box on the way, and I picked up some cars at Walmart that I'm going to be showing in that diecast haul. So that's going to be awesome. Don't know when it's going to get here, but it's going to be here within the next couple of days, I would assume. And of course, them bad boys have the new releases in them, which is going to be awesome. Can't wait to get those in my hand and get those reviewed. With that being said, I do believe that'll be all for this diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.